Welcome to the Fainting Goat Island Inn. It overlooks a 17-acre island located by a gathering of small towns. It's a relaxing place to stay and take a step back in time. Previously a railroad hotel in the 1800s, it is believed to have had dangerous mafia members frequent the hotel, with a knife found in the ceiling and bloody clothes found in the floorboards. Voted in the top 3 of USA Today's 10 Best Readers' Choice Travel Awards for the Best Haunted Hotel category since in 2019, this place is truly a haunt to remember. As you watch this video, you'll see me investigate the Alpine Room, the most haunted room in the inn, as well as the attic, BYOB bar, and the parlor room, which is rumored to be a portal and have a dead child buried in the chimney. I am accompanied by Kami and my father, as well as some unexpected guests. The little boy rumored to live under the very bed we slept on and his toys. Known for the most active hours to be midnight as well as between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., we investigated the haunt, specifically from 6 p.m. to 4 a.m. Here are those 10 hours, condensed into just over an hour. Filmed November 6th and 7th in 2020, this is the most paranormal place I've ever visited. I've never gotten this much activity before. I've decided to leave out background music so you can hear everything that's going on. If you think you hear or see something that isn't acknowledged in the video, comment down below in case I missed anything. Now thank you for 333 subscribers. Now sit back, relax, and try not to get too scared. Hey there, paranormal peeps! It's me, Paranormal Girl, and this is probably going to be my most paranormal related video yet. We are in the Fainting Goat Island Inn, which was voted, I think, in 2019, one of the most haunted hotels in America. So we've been here for a little while now. We've been told some of the stories. I might give some background now, but I might also do some voiceover stuff later with more information that I've gathered about the place. I'll do a lot of talking when I have the camera. Oh, I'll grab the knife. You see this knife here? This is like the hotel's property, but someone was doing stuff with the ceiling and this fell by them. And during apparently a ghost investigation, they asked if the knife was associated with the mafia. And apparently in one of the floorboards of this very room, they found clothes that looked like it had blood on it in the floor. And I'll talk a little bit about the chimney later that they think there might be a child buried in. Let me tell you. You know when you're in a haunted place and you just get really paranoid? So like you turn around and you see the coat hangers are still swinging.
You know what? I moved that slightly to the right while we were sitting there.
Yeah.
I'd have a problem if the monkeys were swinging.
Notice how the monkeys are the only thing. Oh.
We're called the safe monkeys in this journal where people record their experiences here.
Which we might go through later when we're sleep deprived and want to make ourselves more scared. I want to show you guys under the bed. So one of the stories of this place is that there's a little servant boy who lives under the bed. No, I'm not joking. And see right here, this is the bed. And apparently there's a boy that lives under the bed. Can you use your flashlight? So we're like looking under this bed. I might play the video, but we're like looking under this bed and we're told that there's like a little boy that lives under this bed. So she takes her light and she like shines it there. And we lift it up and I'm looking under. I'm just gonna have to flip this over. We're looking under and I see this toy car under the bed.
Anyways, we're doing this together. Let's go.
I hate that. And I remember, oh yeah, there's a little boy that's associated with this room. And I ran to the other side of the room. And
Leaving me behind to die.
Yeah, because she didn't see the car. So we'll talk about this doll now. So she's a bit famous, as like 3 cameras are pointed at her. So she's a bit famous. She's known for moving and she's associated with the boy. It's like his doll. But she's said to have moved like from being in that seat to being on like the ground the next morning. So memorize how she's sitting now. So if she moves, well, no. We are staying in the Alpine room, which is the most, oh look, I'm in a mirror. The most like famous room, and conveniently, we don't have neighbors today. So we also have this room to ourselves. And we actually got to listen to this record being played. And I now say that if that record starts playing at any point in time, I'm gonna be very scared. Remember, we last closed it, no, don't lock it, just close it normally. So it's a bit easier to open if something feels inclined. So just remember, we closed it. Oh yeah, we're gonna investigate the attic.
That's for later.
Yeah, not too much later because other people are also investigating here because haunted hotel, and next week it's Friday the 13th.
Oh wow, that's even better.
My dad tried to get Friday the 13th, but that was already booked.
And this was 2 months ago when I booked this
These
place.
are the safe monkeys as referenced in the book. I have no reason why they're called the safe monkeys, but they look like mouses.
And over here, I think, was where he said the loose floorboard one. Wait, didn't he say that they left the bloody clothes?
Yes, I think that's what he said. You'll have to get him later and have him talk about it.
So there's somewhere down here, there's bloody clothing. Would you like to pull the thing down? Because I'm dual wielding. And there's a whole bunch of like old photos and stuff here. Just so much fun. Oh! Okay, now you let go of the string and you, I hate everything.
I hate this.
Okay, can you pull down the ladder? So there's this doll, which is rumored to move. So we have to keep in mind how this doll is sitting. So if it moves, we know. Let me talk about this room. Here's the chimney. They think there might be a child buried in the chimney. They also think it's a portal. So that's very fun. I don't know much story-wise about here. I don't know if there's much behind the stories related to here.
There's another piano.
There is another piano. Oh, and a trumpet. USA Today, Flamingo Island Inn Best Haunted Hotel from 2019 Reader's Choice Awards. So yeah.
We're in it for the real deal.
Yeah. This will be very interesting. They have some like old photos. Is that a stapler? Yeah, they have some old photos. One way or another, I'll be able to give you guys a lot of story about this place, whether it's through research or not.
Old umbrellas.
More old photos. That could happen on its own. That could happen on its own. Let's see. Gonna close the door, and we're gonna see if in a minute it moves itself. Come on, move.
This isn't looking very promising for our future.
I looked and I saw it looked kind of open from the other room, and I'm like,
Started stomping back, and I was so scared.
I do that a lot. When I notice something, I just kind of shut up and move quickly. Except for the time where I'm like, I hate that. That's what I did when I saw the car. I just kind of ran over here.
So let's close that door now.
No, we're leaving that open. But, oh, I hate that. We should have left a camera. There's actually something in the bushes. You hear that right?
Yeah, it's loud and aggressive.
That's actually something in the bushes.
Is that a dog? No.
Let's go around. And the animals are supposed to be back there. Is that a kitty?
Kitten?
I see eyes. Is that a kitty? Okay, it's a cat. We're fine. It's fine.
Yo, homie, you were being mad aggressive under there.
I'm gonna nickname you Heart Attack. I'm just filming this in case we went to go outside and film. Hi, homie.
I hope you're doing well.
She looks happy to see you.
Things looking
Under the bed.
the same. If we start screaming, you might have to come up, but...
I'll probably pick my head up onto the second. There we go.
It's like the thing, you gotta get past the initial, like, getting your head up. It's horrifying until you can get past that, like...
And that's why you're going first.
I just gotta get my head up, whoa! Gotta get my head up, yeah!
I'm not pulling it out. Pay attention to anything else but my surroundings.
Oh, I hate this, I just got scared by insulation. Okay.
As you should.
Is that a bunk bed?
Excuse me?
Excuse me? What children are being held captive here?
Us next, obviously.
It's all a ploy to get, like, people like, oh, it's so dark. Tell me that light turns on. I think it does.
Sure, he lets you go up there till 10 o'clock at night.
Light. Okay, it's so much better when the light's on. Oh, that's a doll.
Doll up there?
Yeah, there's a doll.
Yeah, get a picture.
Oh, look, a skylight. Are you actually gonna come up?
Contemplating.
Would you like to come up and see what it's like to be in that position but the light's off? I had to do that without knowing what it looked like up here. Excuse me. Is that another doll like in a bag? That's horrifying. Oh, yep, just dolls and bags. Dolls and bags. You know, the normal stuff.
How you doing?
I thought you were gonna just stay there. Oh, I thought the shelves were a bunk bed. That's
They look like...
because I couldn't see. Because, like, imagine this. The light is off, and you're just looking over here with what little light you have. It looks like a bunk bed.
Let me turn the infrared light on and turn this off. Do it again.
Oh yeah, it's not as nearly as much fun with the infrared or blue light, because all you see is just what it can pick up to make glow, which is less than you want it to be picking up.
I love the humidifier.
Yeah, the humidifier, and then the multiple dolls in bags.
I don't
Really?
appreciate that.
Oh yeah, come here. Oh wait, you can't come here. She's there. This one's very broken and in a
Okay,
bag. There's
I was
two of them in a bag, and then there's two of those in bags.
All in the family.
So how'd you like to try to talk to something up here?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay, the light is just gonna always be a problem, but you can like see me. Okay, and the light is just, it's out of shot. I didn't bring up my recorder thing with me.
Need it?
Go get it.
Okay.
I'm nervous.
Understandable. So I'm gonna try some like ghost hunting apps, which are probably really bad, but I'm gonna try it.
That'd be nice if I was that open.
Okay, so I have some stuff. So I downloaded a couple of spirit box apps to see if they're garbaggio or not. We're gonna try this one first.
Okay, so I am pretty sure I heard the car move.
Huh? Oh, like the car under the bed.
Yeah, well, I was looking through your things.
Oh, we'll
There
have
was
to
just
look.
a distinct.
Well, you know what you should do? Get something that's stationary, a battery, a piece of candy, or whatever.
And then try to sit it.
Well, and set it next to it, and then that way later you'll see if
Aren't you supposed to?
if it's away from the candy or whatever you put under there.
I'm hoping one of these work because I want to try something that's like a spirit box because at least in like, and I've tried these before because I've had these apps before. I got them for something. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna work. It's supposed to be doing something. I believe that if you manipulate it in the right way, it'll actually say words to me. So if you know how to do that or what I'm talking about, feel free. I don't have much. Why are none of these making noise? Like I've tried these apps before and they've made noise. I should have. So we are going to be trying to contact and talk to anything that is here. I'm going to be using this for any kind of conversation. I'm now recording on this device. If you wish to talk to me in any way, shape, or form, talk into the device, and when I listen to it later, I will hear whatever you have responded with. We come with respect, and we are not here to make fun of you in any way, shape, or form. We just want to talk to you, maybe get to know you a little bit, kind of come to understand the circumstances behind this house. Now, we are aware that there's a knife that was found in the ceiling of the room below us. And we're very curious. We've heard that the knife is associated with the mafia. If the knife is associated with the mafia, talk into this device and tell us. Or if you don't feel comfortable with doing that, maybe use a little bit of energy to knock on an object nearby, move something, make something swing. Really just makes a noise or a motion that we would be able to see and notice so that we would know if you're here or not. Now, assuming that you've answered the question either into the machine or in some way that we have not noticed, we're going to continue. I realized that I was quite rude and I didn't ask what your name is. If you want to just say that right into the little hoodie, I do hickey, wow.
Cassette.
Yeah, well, that I'm holding in my hand. You can talk right into it and hopefully we shall hear your response later on. So, this house is quite old, and if I'm not mistaken, there's a boy who died. He was a servant, and he's now known to stay around the bed. If you can tell me how this boy died, I would love to hear it. Because if I'm not mistaken, he must have died decently young, and it'd be very interesting to hear the circumstances, or maybe if you know also, maybe the time frame that he had died in. Whether it was the 18th century, the 19th century, however it was. So I'll be quiet for a minute to give you an opportunity to answer that into the machine that I'm holding in my hand. Now I'm going to assume that you have answered the question that I have asked you. Now, one thing that I forgot to mention is you can also speak into that device right over there with the little red dot on it. We, once again, will have to watch it over later to hear things, but if you whisper into it or manipulate it so that there is a sound made, when I am watching it over later, I will hear the response and get the information that I'm looking for. Now, I'm not mistaken, I've been told that there's a spirit that inhabits up here, and there's the boy that is under the bed. Now we notice that there's a toy car under that bed, and we're asking the little boy if that was his car. If it was, either talking to the machine that I'm holding, talking to the camera over there, or once again, you can knock on an object around us, make something move, anything like that, just something to get our attention, and we would continue on further asking questions, figuring out some information. It's a situation of we kind of want to get to know you. Now, I'm continuing on assuming that you've answered any of these questions and are interacting with us and are actively here. Now, we noticed that the door earlier was open, and we're not 100% sure if that light was on before and we just didn't notice, or if somebody has turned that on. If you've had anything to do with the door opening to the bathroom or the light being on in the room next to us, once again, you can answer yes in any of the ways I've told you, like knocking on a pillar, like this, or on the ground, walking around loudly, just making some kind of noise, once again, to notify us that you are here, and that you are here to answer questions. Once again, I am continuing assuming that you are answering these questions. It is okay if you are here and not answering them. And I just kind of have just a couple more questions before we're going to leave. We might come back up here. We're not 100% sure. But we've heard that in the room that has the chimney in it, we've kind of heard that it's like a portal. If you can confirm this, please make some kind of noise or sound, or just answer into the machine some kind of confirmation to whether or not that room is a portal. One other thing that we have also heard is that there's a child buried in that chimney. If you are that child or know anything about that child, you can make
That thing moved.
That's so close.
That is so much closer.
Yeah. So we think we just saw an orb in that video from the Snapchat.
Okay, so this is gonna turn on its side.
I don't know. I'm just filming it like this to get our reaction, but I'll put like a better clip over it. So this is like talking whatever. She lifts it up. You see the car, and you saw that go by the screen right there.
Yes.
I think that might have been an orb. Attic update. I just don't like having to try to go up here. I wish the string was a lot more reachable than it is. Just making my way up the stairs, wishing I had maybe like a floodlight as I have you like walking up my heels.
Yep.
I just have to get past like here to like get up high enough to get to the string so I can just crawl over quickly and pull it, because once the light is on, I'm fine. Got it! I just hate every second I spend up here in the in-between phase. Because like once I'm up here, I could probably deal with the light off, but like just transitioning up here. So it's like an adrenaline rush just to get up here and get the light on. Wait, dolls look about normal. Yeah.
Are they alive?
Hope not. More than you like guys. Don't
I thought the robes down there were people, and I was literally about to die.
Fun. Heard you don't like guys coming up here, kind of like in
Free cotton candy.
the no cotton candy. So I heard you don't like it when guys come up here, like kind of like invading your space. Understandable. Everybody likes to
There's
have.
a paper behind that.
Yeah, it's probably related to electrical stuff.
What if it's not?
I feel like that's like the breaker. I have. They give a
We shut off all the power. I literally.
The fact that you'd have to do that by being up here, and you'd have to get stuck up here in the dark with darkness below you. You ain't leaving me up here alone. We're gonna go down together.
Exactly why I'm right here, halfway down already.
It's just like, that's why I'm already leaving you. Journey back to the bottom. Anybody wondering? No, this isn't our hotel room. This is part of the inn. So I'm gonna tell you a story. So we're in here, we're talking about ghost stories and stuff. And all of a sudden, it's like, weren't those doors closed? Talking about these, because they were open because their dogs got out and we saw them like come prancing around the corner like, oh hello, I smell cake. So they they come like walking by, and we're talking whatever, blah 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 blah, and then all of a sudden, our attention's brought to the fact that these doors had then been closed, and they were like open all the way, and it was like they don't like just swing closed if they're okay. Y'all are proving me wrong. And it was this one that was high. This one that was closed. We were told that when the lights flickers and things start to like happen, and they were like, oh yeah, you should like talk to them and stuff, but like I'm used to just seeing lights flicker like that, whether they do or they don't. And I'm just like used to that happening, so whenever it happens, I'm not that big. So like it looked like this, and then like that one closed. And we've been told to try to do some stuff in here. Apparently they like to interact a lot with like a flashlight, but I don't have one of the magnetized ones, and I haven't quite figured out how to like set up one of my flashlights to work that way. So I guess we're just kind of gonna try to talk to them like this. Oh, you like can't see anything. Let's see, how bad can I make the frame rate? So, I guess it's time to try to talk to some stuff. You probably can't see much, but you can hear things. Yeah. So, this is the bar. Currently it's a BYOB.
Oh yes, it is in
All kinds of
No. No.
I did not.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't touch that.
Oh my gosh.
belly.
Wait, no, you're kidding.
Fantastic.
No,
This
you're
is the
kidding.
best ratatouille
Is
I've
that
ever
supposed to
had.
work?
I've been pressing this try me button all night while we're
Ratatouille,
sitting here,
anyone?
and he's not working. Oh my gosh, you're kidding. You're kidding.
Holy crap.
No, you're kidding. That button wasn't working. I kid you not. When I tell you, no matter how many times I press this button,
Got some company.
he did nothing. You walk in front of him. Oh, me. Look at this. Watch it.
What the heck?
Turn on the light or something. Look. I'm pressing this and he's doing absolutely nothing. Hello? Oh? Yeah. Okay, now he starts working a little bit. But like, you just walked in front of him, right?
Yeah, I didn't touch it. I didn't even read on it.
My belly. Fantastic.
There's no
This is the
way.
best ratatouille I've ever had. Ratatouille, anyone?
It's so unsettling.
Hey, quit swerving.
But the fact that it has not been working for you.
Cause like, I don't know if you ever noticed, but I just pressed the button. I was like, I wanted him to
the
work.
entire time.
Now the cat's got some company.
And like, you just walked in front of him. That was like, you like
Yeah,
triggered
I-
a motion sensor, which it looks like he has one in his forehead. Right here, that's what that is. But we've been doing so much. And look at this. Like, look at this. Nothing. Absolutely, I can't. If that was you, if I'm talking to anybody spirit related here, if that was you who made him go off, if you can do that again, please do so to just tell us that you were here and that you were ready to interact with us. That'd be lovely and mildly terrifying.
We wish to talk to you.
Yes, we do. So I noticed that there's multiple things here with try me's. If you'd also like to communicate that you are here through one of any of those, that is also perfectly fine. But if that was you, please do something.
Give us a knock. We welcome any signs.
Yeah, anything that will just kind of tell us that you're here and like you're hanging out, maybe like wanting to grab a drink, I don't know.
I don't think we can pour you anything for legal reasons.
No. But of course, like you'd have to like get your beverage like how you would normally get it. One of the signs that you can give is flickering the lights, turning them off if you feel so inclined. I just had a really bad idea and I'm not going to even mention it. Let's just... Like, he is not working. Like...
Mind you, it's only 10:10. I mean 10:22.
Yeah.
It is not late.
So I guess I'll give you guys a little bit more. We heard stuff about like the witching hour and stuff, which is like midnight, and everybody knows 3 a.m. super clickbaitable, blah 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 blah. So we were planning on definitely being awake at those times, but we heard that they're most active between 2 o'clock and 4 o'clock. So with it only being about 10:10 and stuff is already starting to shake up, it looked like had like some small things happen. Like you saw the door the car, like you saw that stuff, and now that thing just randomly going off to add to the list. So yeah, we're expecting stuff to happen at like 2 and 4, which I need to set alarms for. You grabbed my phone, right?
Yeah.
I could have sworn I saw you pick that by the head. He's not working. I literally remember just sitting there pressing the button, hoping one of the times he'd work. He never did.
And that's like extremely unsettling, but we're glad you're communicating with us.
Yes, I'm very glad. So yeah, we're expecting more of the excitement at, you know, like 2 in the morning, not 10:30. We haven't even gone in the room that's supposedly a portal yet. But we're kind of like, I feel like we're kind of doing our like tours now that it's a bit earlier, because when we're in our room and we're kind of loud, it's not as bad as like there's a room like right above us and there's a room right above over there. So when we're louder a bit like earlier, and I don't know who all is staying, but like if we're gonna be like loud or anything, I'd prefer to be louder now than when it's like 2 in the morning, because yes, the other people here are also here to ghost hunt. There are like, because this is a very, it's getting much more well known ever since it got publicity from the Hotel Paranormal, that's what it is. And they've gotten like a lot of attention like in the past year and stuff with that like whole like US Today or whatever is like haunted hotel or whatever, with like all that stuff. They've gotten a lot more publicity. So they get a lot more people here for ghost hunting. There's also a casino not that far away, so people do also come here for that. But they've gotten like more people coming in with like ghost hunting purposes. There's probably other people who want to be out and about, but they're just not out and about yet. Oh yeah, we can really like set the mood like this. That way you don't turn it off.
Why aren't you picking up everything?
All the way.
Thank you.
So I don't have to turn off like all the way, so you guys can still see, but it's not like perfectly bright. And just so you know, you can always just like make the lights flicker, whatever, activate him again, or the goat, or I know there's the banjo playing skeleton and the little demon thing over there. I've seen them before, and I know they are not very good. Oh, my camera's not having fun trying to find my face in this little light. So anyone there, you've shown some kind of sign of communication. If you'd like to continue that, once again, just make it known any way you can. Close that door right there. Behind me, you can turn one of those things on again, walk around loudly, make the chandelier sway. Really just anything to notify us of your presence here. We're okay with that.
The chicken has yet to move.
And it can stay over there too.
This is my belly.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
Fantastic. This is the best ratatouille I've ever had.
And me.
Ratatouille, anyone?
I just turned on the light also, so that might be why it's doing this. Because it can like bring in the light, because I just like turned it on. Okay, let's see if now that the light is on, give me a second. If now that the light is on, if he's...
Meat eats meat. All kinds of meats.
Yeah, and you've noticed that I tapped that before. Yeah. Why is he so, I don't like the fact that his sound is so long. Like, I feel like this is so time consuming. Like, I just want to see if he'll do the third time.
Ratatouille I've ever had. Ratatouille, anyone? Hey, quit squirming. I'm chewing here. There. Now the cat's got some company.
Okay, so let's see.
Me eats
Okay, he's working
all
now.
kinds of meat.
Maybe they're trying to...
Why he wasn't working before when I literally would tap it? I don't know, but he's working now.
This is my belly. Fantastic.
Have fun with that. He's so, this thing is so long. Someone else could be coming down here and not know it. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so apparently this room is a portal. Fun. Yeah, right in there where the child apparently was buried. I don't like it when you shine the blue light on her. So yeah, let's pop a squat and let the festivities begin. I'm just gonna put this here so y'all can like see us. I don't know, do you guys rather see the room or us? Comment down below for the next time I go ghost hunting. You don't need to blind me. Oh my goodness, your hair has green undertones. Oh, they're gonna be like, it's like green. I was like,
Did you hear that?
I did. I did hear that. Oh, it's above us.
Or it's in there.
Oh, it's
Because their house,
yeah.
where they actually live.
Oh, it sounded like, well, I think there's people in the room like 2 down from us, which is where that one is. I think that's where the younger couple is, and
Yeah,
I think
so too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they're coming
above
down.
us. Yeah. I like the fact that we're just making our way through different rooms. Like so like there's like we spend some time in here. We're gonna spend some time in here. We might spend some time in the room next to us that's open. Obviously, we're gonna be probably spending most of the night in our room, even though we felt like we said you're like. Okay, so if there's anyone here who would.
Hello.
Okay, I was just double checking that what I was seeing was a trick of the light. I looked at the lamp and then I looked up at the mirror and it made like it look like something was like misty or whatever, was like going up, and then I looked back at the lamp and did the same exact thing and it looked like something misty was going up, so I realized it was the light messing with my eyes, not the portal or whatever the heck.
Wait, yeah, like there's smudges on that mirror.
Yeah, well that, and also like when
The
you
light.
yeah, the light is like plays some kind of trick on your eyes. So if there is anyone here who would like to talk to us or communicate to us in any way, shape, or form, feel free to use something to communicate.
I have a recorder right here if you wish to speak into it.
Yep, and you can speak into that. And there's like a variety of different things you can try. So if you want to try like turning on and off a light, making something move, there's a doll right over in the corner.
Bringing the child out of the chimney.
That is very true. One thing that we haven't really suggested is like actually making like auditory noises, like manifestations of them. If you really want to try something like that, there's some doors right nearby that you could close or open. There's also multiple lights that you could turn on.
Which you could knock on, doors wise.
Yep. You can walk around. I would recommend walking above us because we're more likely to write that off as somebody being above us because, you know, that happens. So if you would like to if you would like to communicate to us in any way, shape, or form, feel free to do so now. And you can also talk into this. That was when I really wish I had a spirit box, because it would be so much better to try to use something like that. Because I feel like the video's gonna be like boring if it's just us like trying to talk to something, but it's like quiet. And I would really, maybe like in the future, when I actually have invested in some like ghost hunting stuff, I will come back here with like a spirit box, maybe some dowsing rods, a EMF, I believe it is, reader, just some more stuff that I can work with, maybe like actually finding myself a semi-reliable app, because I did come across an app that like had something like it, and we're just driving the road and I think it's like fake, because it just like start to go up at times. So do you see something? I can see them just fine from where I am, don't worry. Okay, so I know we've been getting like a little bit of activity from you guys. Like the door being open, the car moving, the thing starting to work suddenly. And we'd love to get more activity. And we know like now isn't really your active time, like not quite your hours, like we're a bit early by like an hour. Dang, it's almost midnight already. So we know we're being a bit early and maybe like a bit quick with the whole give us some activity, because yeah. We both heard that. But that sounded more like just a small part of the house settling.
Yeah.
I'm so used to writing stuff like that off about like my cats though. Like if I hear like a singular floorboard, like little creaking noise, it's odds are it's my cats, because like they're not big, so they'll like make the floorboard creak like a little bit, but not like a lot. I can't think of much to do, but it's like really if I'm just chilling or whatever and you just like want to talk to us, like reach out, feel free to do so. I feel like I'm starting to hit the point of like I'm tired and I'm kind of like I haven't hit the tired point of like yet.
Do you need your spray?
Not yet. I will wait until probably around closer to midnight to tap into it if I feel like I need to. But just once again, coming to you respectfully, spirits, kind of asking for some kind of sign that you're here, some kind of way of saying like, oh yep. And this will probably be an eventful night if you do so. Very interactive. At least we'll try to make it that way. You okay?
I heard something.
Yeah, I heard the little like noise far away. But that was after you looked over there. I could like nap here. I would hate falling asleep here, not gonna lie.
I would hate waking up here.
Because, like, especially after being told that the fireplace is potentially a portal, I was like, okay, now go to bed. They're back in I think their room's above us.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's some people in the room above us. So if you hear like footsteps, it's probably that.
You know what? This would be a relatively peaceful place if you didn't know everything else minus the dolls.
True.
Like, this would be very peaceful
If there wasn't potentially a child in the chimney.
What book is it?
Dangerous games to play in the dark. A guide to summoning spirits, divining. Yeah.
I do know one game,
So
but we're not gonna ever play it. Well,
this,
Okay, so we moved on from like the portal room. We kind of got talking with someone and like nothing really happened in there. But we've also. This is the room next to ours. And nobody's staying here, so we're allowed to like go in here right now.
Hagenberg.
That door right there connects to our bathroom. And I'm getting a bit tired, so I can't think straight. Or like
Very tired for you.
Probably. I'll wait till midnight before I start drinking my Sprite. Which is why I'm not making many coherent sentences right now. I'm just getting tired. And I'm probably gonna change my PJs soon. Because as much as I am rocking this jacket, I want to be in PJs because I'm in fake jeans. Same thing within our room. There's a record in both rooms and a record player. And apparently sometimes they will
something
turn
with the
on.
closet.
Was there something with the closet? I'm trying to think of a bunch of stories, but apparently this one also gets some activity. But we were told that the owner finds this room the most soothing, so for whatever reason she needs to sleep in one of these rooms instead of like her room. She chooses this one if it's open. Things are gonna get interesting because one of the other people here are planning on playing one of the scary games to play in the dark, and like he has like a whole book, he showed us it, and it has like the midnight game.
The closet game.
The closet game, hide and go seek, hide and go seek, like that stuff. I don't know what he's gonna try to do. I just hope it's not something too stupid or like where he needs to be hiding or whatever, because we're probably walking around later and we don't need him scared for his life and then us revealing where he happens to be hidden.
And witching hour is upon us.
So if there's anyone in here that'd like to communicate to us, you can close one of the doors around us, move the curtains over there, maybe make the record start playing. There was a pretty funny song that we heard play earlier about the possums and porcupines. Seemed like a funny one, so if you want to play it again, feel free.
Sorry to put you in the spotlight if you don't wish.
Yeah. And there's also the TV, which you could turn on if you wanted to.
There's nothing really good on. I apologize for that, but it's out of my control.
Yeah. And you can knock on any of the doors. You can turn any of the lights that are like possible that you could turn on or off. Like, feel free to do that either. I wish I could rig one of the flashlights, but I can't really. I don't got much to say for the spirits, but if you want to interact, feel free. And apparently there's a house cat.
Indeed, that's
I
scary.
don't even know how to try to. No, I'm talking about like the ghost house cat. I don't even know how to try to like come in contact with that. Try to like. And just like. Oh. There's a chair behind me, by the way.
I felt something downstairs, just like in my leg, and I'm like, when I started touching my ankle, I'm like,
Wait, really?
yeah.
Why didn't you say anything?
Because
You're so bad at like mentioning things. Like when we were up in the attic the first time, you got a chill on your like hand and you didn't say anything. When the car first moved, you didn't say anything. Something apparently brushed up against you, you didn't say
when the car
anything.
first moved, I said something.
Oh yeah, I'm
I'm just very passive. See, my biggest concern is angering one of the ghosts. I don't want. The last thing I need is an angry ghost. I don't want to purposely anger. This is y'all's house again.
But I don't think we have much to do here, so I think we'll just go into our room now. Hey, it's midnight. And yeah, like I said, we should check out the car again. And the doll is yet to move. We need to check the stairway doll as well. But it's officially midnight. But once again, they did say that their most active time was between 2 and 4. But I do know midnight's a very active time. I don't know my PJs now. I could have sworn.
I closed it.
Okay. I was like, I could have sworn I closed this.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember who closed it because that thing was tripping.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, we need to be in the same position so I don't get any false hope.
Yeah. You're gonna have to turn on your flash because the flashlight isn't with me. Ready? Looks the same. So, now to go check on the stairway doll. Should we like put on the robes just to be funny? Fun fact. You're allowed to move.
The doll just flies up the stairs.
It turns its head towards us before yeeting itself down there, and we see it like drag away. We try to chase after it and we like never find where it went. That is underage. Bad. Should we see if our skeleton friend is still up and running? Yeah, he's doing stuff downstairs, so we'll leave him be. Stay up here. El Midnighto.
Have we actually touched it all?
No, we haven't. So let me move. Are you gonna drink the rest of your now liquid slushy? So this is the doll. No, we haven't touched her. I remember joking about like touching her earlier. This is the doll who occasionally moves, and she's yet to move, but she can feel free to move whenever she feels so inclined. And she's associated with the little boy under the bed. But this is all. I wonder if she has a name. Maybe the camera's picking stuff up that we don't see, but yeah, I don't think she has like a name. And I don't think the boy has a name either.
He's just known as the boy.
Yeah. He probably
You know,
like
the last time there was something called the boy. It was ended up being a grown man living inside the walls.
oh.
Have you not watched that movie? You could be in a horror movie right now.
Dun dun dun.
As a knife gets stabbed through the door and we start running.
So it's like 2 in the morning. I set an alarm and everybody else is asleep. That's fun. I'm very tired. And I got like an hour maybe power nap. I just want to go back to sleep. But they said that the most like active times are between like 2 and 4 now in theory. So it's the most active. I'm so tired. Oh, battery's dead. No. Quote unquote update time. It's like 2:30 in the morning. Can't really sleep because I kind of tried to go back to bed when my camera battery died, which is why I just kind of suddenly stopped talking and the video just ends. But no one else is awake and like nothing's happening right now. I don't know what to do, but I'm like tired, but I'm not. Like, I don't think you guys understand how badly I want to go to sleep and how much I'm just stuck awake. But it's literally like just me. Probably everybody else in this hotel is asleep. And supposedly right now we're caught in the most active time. Haven't hit 3 a.m. yet. It's so fun. Hi. My dad just woke up. Rise and shine. It's 2:30 in the morning. So, going on an adventure. The doll is still the same. Like, feel free to move. Let's see if anything's up with this room. Looks the same as when me and Sonia left it earlier this morning. Nothing much has seemed to happen in the quote-unquote portal room. Doesn't look it. So if anything that happened earlier morning, whatever the heck, it'll probably happen again. So I'm gonna turn on the light, at least at first. I really don't like you. I really don't like you. So did you notice during like when we were talking and stuff, do you notice how I'd like press this? I pressed it a lot. And it never went off. Well, I'm down here, I'm talking, I'm over here, and I'm like, oh, if you wanna like just reach out, Sonia walks by him, he goes off. Now he has a motion sensor in his forehead, and we're talking about it, and we're like, whoa, that's so weird, and I like, it's not doing it again. I literally cover it, and it does nothing. Well, all of a sudden, we decide to go upstairs for whatever reason, and I go to like, turn off the lights or whatever, and as soon as I do it, he starts making noise again. And his like his like activation thing, like what he does when he's activated, is incredibly long. Like you'd think that it's like he's saying more than one of his different line groups, and it's like I would literally cover this.
Meat eats meat. All kinds of meats.
He doesn't understand.
It is my belly. Rat-tastic.
So you think that
Best
this is like the
ratatouille
end?
I've ever had. Anyone?
You think it would have ended and then it's not done. So he would do that. But then I'm like, what is this? And I'm like, oh, there's clearly a motion sensor in his forehead. And I really put my finger up to it, and it wouldn't work. He just like doesn't work consistently. And the first time it happened, there's absolutely no warning to it. The light was like off, and he went off. But that's really all that we got in here, and the lights would occasionally dim, but I think that's just something common for this room, because it happened a lot.
It's funny, it never went off when we were down here earlier, when we were doing your cake. Like, you were here the whole time, it never went off.
Yeah. And you're like standing here. Yeah. It's like generally unsuspected, like it's normal, and then you like squeeze it. Oh yeah, I forget. It's like something. Oh yeah, and then you squeeze it. It's like, imagine if I'm like, oh, find some way to like contact us, and you just look over this and you just see. Like you can like tell that it's being like squeezed. It's like, no thank you, not the demon goat. I'm kind of happy that I never had my Sprite, because odds are I'm just gonna kind of power through this with like lack of sleep and then like go to sleep, because I think if I had like a Sprite I would like be awake for a while, and like after this I'm guessing would be quite ready to just crash.
You're trying to make it to 4, or just...
I'm gonna try. I definitely want to make it to like 3.
I'll stay awake for them.
Yeah, well there's like 20 minutes till 3, so odds are I'm gonna make it.
They say 3. In your past experiences, 3 o'clock's when you've encountered stuff.
Yeah, 3 o'clock has sometimes been a bit rude or cruel to me. I guess while we're down here, I'll tell you guys a story of like how some of the things that's happened, ironically enough, in our room when we're not there. Just because, you know, gotta pass the time somehow, keep an ear out for different things. So there's been more than one story of someone like being asleep in the bed in our room and having their ankles smashed together. One story, the guy like woke up and he thought he was dreaming as his ankles were being like smashed together, which like really scared him. And then the other story is a woman woke up and her husband's ankles were like smashing against each other, and like that's how she knew that was happening. I personally have had no such experience in my hour of sleep. Okay, so we're gonna try something. So I've heard that if you talk to Siri at 3 a.m., she'll like be different and she'll like speak through the spirits for you guys to see what time it is. It's literally, it focuses, it's like on the dot 3 in the morning. So let's see how this goes. Is anybody else here?
I don't think any of your friends are here.
Great, that's like a normal answer. Locating friends. It's just like, you have 0 friends. Thanks, Siri. Is there a child in the chimney?
Interesting question.
So far, these are like normal. Who is in the attic?
Interesting question.
Does anyone want to talk to us?
Interesting question.
Yeah, she's trying to repeat herself. What is the name of the doll in the Alpine room?
Here's what I found.
No. Who is the little boy under the bed?
Here's what I found.
Stop. It's like actually giving me like legitimate like web search answers. How did the little boy die?
Here's what I found.
Something about World War II. Alejandro Gomez. Who was the girl in the photo that we saw?
I couldn't find any matches in your photos library. Here are some images from the web.
Okay, a bunch of random photos. So maybe if I'm gonna try this. So if there's any spirits around us, if you would like to try to use what I have in front of me to talk to us, you can make it say things back to us so that we can kind of communicate in that way. So if you would like to, just you talk through her, answering whatever questions. Whose clothes are in the Alpine room floorboards?
Here's what I found.
What I'm asking. Whenever you hear something like, here's what I found, that means she searched up on the web. So I started with like, whose or what's. She generally is going to like look it up. But if it's like, is there a child in the chimney? Like, how did the little boy die? No, that's not quite it. Like, is there a child in the chimney? Like something like that. It's like, oh, interesting question, because it's not directly worded as like a who or a what. It's an is. It's a circumstance, I guess you could say. Did you move the car under the bed?
I don't have an answer for that. Is there something else I can help with?
Competence.
Here's some information.
Competence is a set of demonstrable characteristics and skills that enable and improve the efficiency or performance of a job. Is there a portal in this room?
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Is there a portal in this room?
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Is there a portal in this room?
I didn't get that. Could
You
you
know
try
what?
again?
Un portal est dans la salle?
I didn't get that.
La
You
salle.
can also try spelling it.
R-E-S-P-E-C-T. Very curious though why it was like, is there a portal in this room? It was like, I didn't quite get that. It's like, what do you get about the, is there a portal in this room? I'll try that, or I'll do like an edit and actually type it and see what she says.
I didn't get that.
Murmur. What are we even doing? It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna talk to Siri at 3 a.m. and what are we doing now? Some of you might be wondering, oh, a really long video and I'm agreeing with you. I don't even know how long it's gonna be, but I know it's already gonna be super long, but I'm gonna make it just all one thing and you just all have to accept that it's like 40 minutes long. I like sensed movement over there. That was weird. Definitely like movement or something. I don't know the feet that I was hearing. I was hearing the go over there and look up there. I couldn't quite pinpoint where, but it was kind of just like that direction. I feel like I want sleep. So, you've gotten this far into the video, so allow me to just give you a little PSA, if you want to put it that way. You know, you should really subscribe if you're not. You know why? Because we're like at 93 subscribers. That's literally like 7 away from 100. So yeah, definitely you should subscribe, and while you're at it you should hit the bell while you're doing that so you're notified every time I upload a video, and every once in a while when I manage to get a video out on Wednesday. And you should comment down below more video ideas so you can see the videos that you want to see when you want to see them. And definitely slap that like button so that I know that you are enjoying this. And I think it's so cool that I'm somewhere spooky and haunted. Spooky ghosts. Spooky, scary skeletons. I could have sworn I saw something in the fireplace. Dun 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 dun. Kind of looked like it made me think of like when you have a electric fire kind of, and there's like a little like spark or whatever. It kind of looked like there was like, just like saw like a small little flash in it. But it's just like a normal fireplace. So that's interesting. Signs 3:13, which makes sense because we started filming like right at like 3. And once like 4 o'clock hits, that's when we're like calling it for tonight, and I'm going to bed because I've only gotten a singular hour of sleep, and it shows. So spirits, if you're in here and you care to make it known, try interacting with us in some way by opening or closing a door, knocking on the walls, walking around, making some kind of noise, something visual or auditorial, so we have some kind of notion that you're here. So if you would do that, that would just be lovely. I suggest you take a nap in here. No. As tired as I may be, I don't think I'm that tired. That just sounds horrid. If I could.
You heard the cat too, right?
Yeah, I heard the cat. Well, we know there's a cat that hangs around here, but we also know that there's a ghost cat that hangs around here. I'm trying to figure out if that's coming, if it sounds like that's from like inside or outside.
I can't tell.
I think it's outside, because right over there are like the bushes that we encountered the cat. And there's like a door over there, so the cat's probably meowing at the door. What?
Talking about a cat, and I swear I heard a meowing cat upstairs.
You're, wait, you're kidding.
I wish we had it recorded.
Well, we're here. The reason why we're talking about a cat is because we're hearing one. And it sounds like it's coming from like either outside.
Honestly, I've heard it coming like from both sides.
Oh, I've only hearing it from coming from my left.
I've heard it coming from the right too.
Ghost kitty. So we might have just heard a ghost cat. That's fun.
We've probably like done our stay in here, and we can
We just be like, bye. Not bye-bye, but like bye for whatever in here part. So, you know, I've woken up. It's the morning now. And I wasn't paying close enough attention to this, and it has moved. I don't know if it moved last night and we didn't notice, or if it moved between when we went to sleep and now. Because if you look, its head is it higher or lower? I forget.
Her head is higher now.
Yeah, the head is higher up, and look at this arm. The arm was like here, like kind of like that one, and it's now like around the chair. I like don't know how to feel about that because we didn't notice it.
I mean, if you want to take a picture of what they looked like back to
Oh,
back
yeah.
from
And
last
this
night.
is like the
This morning is on top, and last night at 3:30 when we came up, or whatever time it was we came up, is the one at the bottom. And you can see where the hand is moved, and it looks like she's sitting up a little bit more this morning than she was last night.
Oh my gosh. And I didn't notice it, but I heard them talking, so I get out of bed. I look out and I can't tell. He shows me the picture. I notice the head, and then I look and I notice the arm. I'm mad that I didn't notice the arm sooner, because I was paying so much attention to that arm, but I didn't notice the fact that it's now behind the chair. But the doll in our room, she's looking the same. She hasn't been that much fun. Looks the same. So she thinks she heard the car move, and you guys, I checked it like not even a half hour ago. So I can tell you that as of before I went downstairs to talk with the owners, it was in the same spot.
And I have not been moving around in that bed. And even when I was,
Oh, it looks moved. No. So yeah, it looks like it's in the same spot. Is there anything else under here that could have moved? Anything else that looked like it could have moved?
it kind of low-key sounded like when people do that.
Like, oh? Like where though?
I was lying here and it came from over here.
Oh? It's like a...
Yeah,
Was there like a pitch difference or anything? Like what was different
a
about
bit
it?
higher.
And I can even try to adjust the pitch of my tapping.
So if someone like put their thumb down, then
Oh my gosh.
but it was like
Also, they said when we investigate the attic, it's cheating to turn on the light. So we have to do it one more time without the light.
it's cheating.
Yeah. Well, apparently the ghost up there likes women more than men. Like, men will be up there and they'll get a lot of stuff. And then girls will go up there and it's like, but, oh, that's weird. Into the attic. Into the unknown. Into the attic. So it's so much bright. Oh, my phone! Oh, no. Thank you. I'm awake, trust me.
Did you set it so you went over sleeper?
I set it for 10. So I was like, if we fall asleep, we might not be getting back up. So I set it so that... What?
You might not be getting back up.
Well, I feel that we woke you up.
No, it's fine. I was on and off awake before that. Okay, so it's so much brighter in the daytime. Oh, it's noticeably colder though. So we would like turn off the light, and because we were informed that having the...
Turn on.
Yeah, we were informed that having the light on was cheating, but we can't really turn off the sun.
Imagine.
So it's brighter.
It is colder.
Yeah, well, it is like the attic. So are you coming all the way up, or are you gonna stay there again?
Probably not.
Mer.
I mean, what? The forbidden cotton candy.
So we talked more with the owners, and it turns out that that corner right over there is where the growling came from, where the dowsing rods pointed to, and there's photos that have like orbs and stuff in it, in that corner. So whatever it is, Mike's over there.
Maybe because it's always shaded.
So is like the behind of the shelves.
Well, it's always shaded, but you can still see things visibly. So maybe they want to be seen, but not be seen.
So apparently the dowsing rods like pointed over there, and he told us a story about how they had dowsing rods that pointed over there, and like the dowsing rods were like pointing as it went around. He got hit by a cold wind, and then a woman standing next to him got like shoved back, and the dowsing rods pointed at her, and then whoop right back to over there. And then the photo has like this like bright white little like almost orb looking thing, but it was like small, and there's like a weird mist in one of the
Just
photos.
trying to confirm. You see that shiny little dot over there, right?
I see the what?
Come down in that corner, shining dot.
Oh yeah, that looks like it's probably like a
Yeah.
hole in the
Making sure. Not crazy. I hate that sound.
So we've heard you like that corner over there. If you're in that corner but you want to come say hi to us, just like make your way over. You can walk across the board if you want to. Just come say hi. Is that like a ladder? Did this used to be a ladder? Were you like supposed to like climb up that to get on the roof? Because I don't like that. That looks very hazardous. And the dolls are looking the same. But if you're over there and You want to talk to us or you want us to leave? Kind of do something to make yourself known. I'm very curious what these doors used to be attached to. You know what I hate? Having to come up here and change the light bulb. Is you don't have the light to turn on, so you can
What
like...
if you put an LED light up here?
They put an LED light up here, they don't tell you, and they hear you up in the attic, and they just kind of like will press red and see if it works.
Wait, that's actually a good way to communicate.
Oh, I meant more as like, oh, I hear people in the attic, turns it red, and you just hear shrieks.
Or like you put the thing there, you put it somewhere in the dark, and you ask yes or no questions, red, green.
Yeah.
Or yellow, maybe.
Spell out your name using the first letter of the color. Not getting much from the corner. Seems like they might not be here right now. I taken yesterday and today off. Or we did cheat with the light and now it's like, I'm not gonna do anything now. You guys didn't want anything earlier, so I'm not gonna keep...
for our ignorance.
Yes. Won't make anything move, tap on it, walk around, make something sway before we head down. So we probably won't be back once we go down. And for whatever reason you don't want to get trapped here forever alone, do something now. I think it's our time to go down the stairs and say goodbye to whoever it is that is up here. Realize that I've had a setting on this that makes everything look blue, but now it's not that blue. Okay, so we're doing kind of like a tour kind of thing to show you the layout. So first up the stairs, you'll come across the Alpine room, which is our room, and then we'll take a left. I think everybody else is left but us. And then we come across one of the public bathrooms that's like shared by some of the other rooms. Over here, there's a person somewhere.
Oh. Hello.
Over here is the fainting room, which has its own bathroom.
These look like Fisher sandwich wraps.
It does! There's the fainting room, and that's like a public bathroom because not all the rooms have connected bathrooms. Next is Toggenburg, which is the room that connects to ours, well, with the record player in it. Then you continue to the left is Angora, which also has its own private bathroom and fridge and a record player. And then go across, and there's Nubian. I swear the dogs are a bunch of like big polar bear sweethearts, and the pig is having some difficulties.
You got it.
That is a big pig.
It's right there, all for you.
Come on, come on, you can do it. Hello there, mini polar bear. Yeah.
Yeah!
So that concludes today's video. This was crazy, so much fun. Definitely would recommend. Like, this place is so ghost hunter friendly. Like, we literally were up like all night and like it wasn't a problem. Like, came in here a lot, came in the bar a lot.
Talk to some really cool people.
Yeah, you get to like know people. It feels less like a hotel, more like you're at like just like a house, because like we just like leave our room and the door, we just leave it like wide open and whatever, and like just kind of come and go and whatever. It's so nice. I really liked it, and we got some spooky stuff to happen, which was great. I definitely want to come back here, maybe with like actual like equipment, like a spirit box or like something more than what I currently have, because that'd be so cool. And that rat man is driving me absolutely nuts, because since you last saw him, he's been going off pretty much all the time, and it's so annoying because he's so long, it's like gross, and I don't like it. But once again, we are ending this actually in the portal room where the child might be buried, and tonight was great. I'm tired, but not as tired as I was before, because I think in all I've gotten like 5 hours of sleep, so not bad, not bad. We are now going to be heading out. This was so much fun. Remember to subscribe because we're on our road to 100. We're so close. Hit the bell to be supposed to be notified every time I upload a video. Slap that like button so I know that you like content like this, and comment down below more video ideas so you can see the videos that you want to see when you want to see them, and comment down below if you see anything that we don't notice or that's not acknowledged, so that I can go back and watch it to see what I might have missed, because more eyes means more things are being found. It's going to be mostly my eyes editing this video, so I can't guarantee I'm going to see everything, so definitely keep an eye out. So I think that concludes today's video.
Yeah.
Goodbye! Goodbye. Goodbye.